Hello everybody, welcome back to Amazing Coasters, and with all that is going on in the world, good news is nice to hear. The amusement industry is also taking a major hit with many 2020 attractions being pushed into 2021, and the parks have also lost a considerable amount of money due to limiting the number of guests in the park and being forced to open late. This may impact how they spend their money in the future. However, in the amusement industry landscape, there are some bright spots. One of which is that King's Dominion's plans for a 4D Freespin don't appear to be slowed at all by COVID-19, and it is still on track, no pun intended, for a 2021 opening. The green truck was spotted on site a couple weeks ago. This ride is supposed to replace the Crypt.
The Crypt was a Huss topspin that ran at the park for 15 years and gave rides to nearly 4 million guests. Now, I went to King's Dominion in June of 2019.
And even though I never got around to riding it, let me just say it looked wild. It kind of makes sense that this is being removed. It had a lot of downtime and was really unreliable. These top spins seem to be losing some traction in the industry. Newer flat rides like the S&S Scream and Swing and the Zamperla Giant Discovery are definitely a lot more popular now. Okay, so moving on to the Crypt's replacement. In case any of you are new to being a coaster enthusiast or have just never heard of the S&S 4D Freespin, it is a very compact coaster model in which the cars flip back to front while navigating the ride layout. Fins placed throughout the ride help to achieve that wild spinning sensation, but the weight distribution of the car is also a factor. There have been 8 built, 2 under construction, and the 1 going to King's Dominion, making a grand total of 11. Interestingly, 7 out of the 8 built are at Six Flags parks. This is because they are compact and cheap, around $7 million. And let me just say, Six Flags has come up with some very creative names for them. Wait, what? Really, Six Flags? 4 Jokers? Come on. You never cease to amaze me. Anyway, the ride will probably have a jungle theme given the green track and the ride's location in King's Dominion Safari area. Hopefully, Cedar Fair will make the surrounding area look nice and give the ride some decent theming, because the Crypt was one of the best themed rides in the park. I'm not asking for Disney or Universal level theming, but something like Orion or Copperhead Strike would be nice. Also, I'm not sure if this is possible with this kind of ride, but it would be very cool if they could incorporate some kind of near-miss element. Or maybe have a part of it enclosed in a tunnel. I don't know, but that would be awesome. The other thing is that, so far, all of the Freespins have been the 6-element model. However, S&S has stated that there is a 10-element model available, so maybe King's Dominion could market this as the wildest Freespin or something like that. One more thing to take into account is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time Cedar Fair has worked on a coaster with S&S since the failure of Hypersonic XLC. If this project goes well, maybe they could install another Freespin at a park that could really use it. I'm looking at you, Valley Fair, and Worlds of Fun, and Dorney Park, and Michigan's Adventure. Come on, Cedar Fair, just be nicer to your smaller parks, okay? One would also work well at Canada's Wonderland, because if you looked at my worst supporting coasters video, link in the card above, you would know that Canada's Wonderland needs something to fill the gap between the elite at the top and the train wreck at the bottom. This also could mean Cedar Fair may install a compressed air launch coaster, like Max Force somewhere, or maybe even the First Axis. King's Dominion's 4D also heats up the Virginia Coaster War, because this effectively blocks Busch Gardens from adding a Freespin. And even though us enthusiasts don't really rave about these things, I think it will definitely bring in the general public, who haven't experienced anything like it. The closest one, after all, is up in New Jersey at Six Flags Great Adventure. Lastly, this is a filler coaster, so before you get all mad that King's Dominion deserves more, this just buys Cedar Fair some time before they can replace Volcano, the now defunct launch coaster next to the Crypt. And for that plot of land, there could really be anything going there. First, it was rumored to be a B&M wing, and we even had a layout leaked, but some say it's going to be a GCI, a Mac multi-launch, an Axis, all sorts of things are being tossed around. But, as a Virginia native, I am very excited because there will be 2 new coasters in my state in 2021, this and Pantheon. Both parks look like they have no signs of slowing down either, with Volcano's replacement and the weird Dragon Spire project. Link in the card above again, so the future looks very bright. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below. What are your thoughts on this project? Was it a good decision, or could King's Dominion do better? Lastly, make sure to subscribe. You won't want to miss out on more content, and I'll see you all next time.